Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of February 12th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what is going on for you this week. And let's get one more going there. There we go. You start off with the Joker. Joker, to me, just represents probably for you the Capricorn energy. This card represents the Devil and the Tarot, and the Devil and the Tarot represents Capricorn. So when I see it during these years where we have a lot of Capricorn energy, to me it just represents that. It just represents the energy that we're dealing with at this time. So a lot of you could be having to work and having to put a lot of work into things that you want at this time as well, I would say. And you know what, we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, it's a good card, a great card for being busy, and a very good card for doing things like, that are busy and putting a lot of work into things that you want to move forward. Next, you have the Nine of Spades. Interesting. Other people have had this card this week, and to me, it represents justice and definitely a turnaround in energy. For you, I think it's about letting the past go as well. Coming up with, also like updating things I'm getting as well. So not the usual meaning of this card, but I feel like you need to take like an old idea and update it or make it new, or even it could just be. Let me just back up and say, for some of you, I feel like it's something old that you're updating. Could be a business idea, work idea, anything like that. And then for others of you, I think you need to look at a new idea. So I think there's something new, totally new, coming in that you need to look at, some sort of new, opportunity, basically. Next, you have the Ten of Hearts. Amazing card for dating. Amazing card for getting out there and meeting people. So I like to see that. If you're single, definitely get out there. Great card for love. Great card for things kind of turning around in your favor as well. It represents fortune after difficulty. So good things coming to you after a difficult period of time. It's also the card of loyalty. So I think that's what I'm feeling for you this week as well. I think you're going to find out like who's loyal to you at this time and who wants the best for you. And it is an amazing card for friends. I do think with all the Capricorn energy this year that Taurus is definitely one of the signs that is going to notice the difference in friends, making new friends, and possibly even getting friends that last a lot longer, or meeting people who will be in your life probably like for the rest of your life. That type of friend, somebody who is a true friend. Next, you have the King of Spades. I was going to talk about this earlier in the reading, but to me, this card represents expanding, basically not expanding what you have, not growing. I always say this king, he doesn't want to grow his kingdom. He just wants to make it as strong as possible. So this is definitely a card of like strengthening the skills that you already have. I do think that for some signs, there's a temptation to, learn a new skill or go back to school for something, or, something like that. I think sometimes the King of Spades comes in and says, before you do that, maybe you want to look at some skills or some things that you already can do and see if you can make them better, or if you have any hidden talents or anything like that. Again, this card does not say like if you are thinking about going back to school. It doesn't say don't. It just says, number one, think about it. Number two, it also says think about why you're going back or what you're going back for. Because it's kind of like one of those things that it says, the card itself says, if you have some sort of skill, maybe that's what you want to focus on. Maybe you want to focus on something that you're already good at that you could strengthen and get better. Great card for mentors and bosses. I would say for earth signs and water signs in particular, this is a great year for meeting new mentors, or looking up to somebody who is good at something that you want to do, and they could definitely help you at this time. Next, you have the Two of Clubs, talking to people. I think I said it at the beginning of the year for you, Taurus, that I think this year for you is about being kind of like being a mentor to other people as well, and also being kind of a guide to people this year at this time. So I think that message is just repeating. I think that people are going to come to you a lot this year for advice, for help, for all those types of things. So just know that you are probably helpful to people. And finally, we have the Eight of Hearts, a card of friends and a great card for socializing. Ten of Hearts as well. So like I said, definitely a great time for dating, socializing, meeting people, any of those things. I do feel like this is saying that you definitely need to socialize at this time and need to meet people. Like I said, I think for Earth and Water, it's really important this year to network, to build groups of people around you, and even build a following. I mean, some of you could literally be building like a social media following, a YouTube following, something like that. And if you're not, it might be a good time to think about it, because, these are all great cards for that. So I definitely like to see that. But I would say your focus this week, definitely socializing and talking to people. Like I said, it looks good for love and even money. Ten of Hearts, very good card for selling things, very good card for money in general. But it does look like it'll also be a busy week, so I think you will be busy at this time as well. But thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.